Or both entertainment and sports today.
Keep God first.
Watch me on entertainment and sports today.
Stay tuned for entertainment and sports today.
A big winner in the challenge. We want this to be fun. We want this is a big night of fun. It's a great evening for people to see.
Hi, I'm Kristal Hart, and we are in Santa Monica, California, and this is the Grand Arrivals. We have Terence "Bud" Crawford, who is a 3-division world champion. He is also undisputed at 140 and at 147, and he is moving up to 154 to face WBA junior middleweight champion Israel Madrimov. It takes place Saturday, August 3rd at the BMO Stadium in Los Angeles, California, and it'll be broadcast live on DAZN pay-per-view. And now, the Grand Arrivals.
Your first fight up at 154, Israel Madrimov. For many, he's the best in the division. What makes you different? What makes you believe you can go in there 154 and become the best in the division immediately?
Well, that's remained to be seen this weekend. I feel like he never fought a fighter of my caliber. I know he's big, I know he's strong, I know he got a extensive amateur background, pedigree, but it's my time, and I'm not letting nothing stop me from taking that belt.
Eddie keeps on mentioning how maybe it's going to be one weight too many, one weight too many. How have you felt going up to 154?
I feel stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. I'm ready.
Looking at you, you look great, and my dream looks a little bit dehydrated.
Well, he's been here for a minute, you know. I'm just moving up, so of course you're going to see a little bit of that going into the fight. But I'm pretty sure that he'll be all right.
What's good? Terence, you're here at the Grand Arrivals. You've just gone face-to-face with Israel. I know you've done the DAZN head-to-head yesterday as well. What sort of energy are you getting from Israel?
No, he's a good dude. He's a good dude. Like, there's no bad blood. It's only business. You know, Israel is a kind-hearted guy, but he's ferocious in the ring, and you got to watch those type of guys.
Yeah, what sort of energy you been getting from Eddie Hearn this week?
Oh, Eddie, man, me and Eddie, man, we always going back and forth over anything, you know what I mean? Eddie's a good promoter. He's doing his job, and he's doing a great job at promoting the fight.
Have you two played darts yet?
Not yet. I'm still waiting on him.
Terence Collins working for IFL TV. Israel Madrimov's a bit different to Errol Spence. In the build-up to the Spence fight, there was animosity between you guys. There was back and forth. How do you motivate yourself for a fight like this?
I'm motivated because he got something that I want, you know, and that's the title. I'm coming to take it. So, you know, we can be respectful, we can be cordial, we can shake hands, we can smile, and have a little fun doing what we love to do, but come fight time, all the smiles go away.
Terence, I was in the elevator when you came in and Eddie Hearn was getting out, and you said to him, you messed me about on the room. You kind of squared up to him a little bit. Were you serious, or was that all jokes?
No, I was serious.
What happened?
They put me in the wrong room. You know what I mean? But it was cool. They got it situated. So
Terence, Terence, when Usyk beat Tyson Fury, you kind of humbly said you don't mind if people put him above you in pound-for-pound rankings. What was it about Usyk? Yeah. What was it about his performance that kind of made you humbly kind of like, hey, if people have him above me, they do?
No, it's an opinion. Usyk is a great fighter. He's done great things in the sport of boxing. You know, I always felt as if Tyson Fury was already at his ceiling. He couldn't go up or go down in weight classes. You know, for Usyk to go up weight classes and still do what he does, you know, that's confident.
If you beat
one question left, and then we're going to go.
You're the champ at 154. What disadvantages could Crawford have coming up in weight as he?
У него будут проблемы из-за того, что он поднимается весь. это все ринг покажет. Мы все, что умеем, делаем в ринге. И что будет, как будет, это будет там, где проводить стадионе, ринге.
I don't like to talk too much about it. We fight inside the ring. The ring will show who has advantages and disadvantages. The ring will show everything. We're prepared to do what we can, what we know how to do, and we'll show it in the ring Saturday night.
And do you have any prediction how do you expect it to turn out?
Как ты ожидаешь, этот бой произойдет? Есть у тебя какие-то видения, как бой сложится?
Посмотрим, что будет. Ну, иншаллах, красивый бой покажем для всех фанатов бокса и всем, иншаллах.
One thing I can tell you for sure, I believe it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a great fight for all the boxing fans, and they will enjoy it.
And how are you enjoying Santa Monica, California?
Мне нравится Санта-Моника.
I like here. Very nice.
Is your family coming?
Семья твоя в этот раз приезжает?
No.
Say a shout out to your fans.
Привет всем фанатам передавай.
Hi, hello everybody.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Kristal Hart, and we are in Los Angeles, California at BMO Stadium. And in the main event, after 12 rounds of boxing, Terence "Bud" Crawford defeats Israel Madrimov by unanimous decision to become a 4-weight world champion. And now, let's go to post.
Tonight and this week, I thought it was an incredible event. A great fight card, very close main event. Obviously, heard what I said. I would say as well, I didn't realise there was two 115, 113s, one 116, 112. I thought there was two 116, 112s. I thought Israel Madrimov did enough to edge it tonight. I know there's always the argument of dethroning the champion, whether you think that's a thing or not. You know, I'm not sure I felt that Bud Crawford dethroned Israel Madrimov tonight, but what we are is extremely proud of him. 10 fights in, and we're debating whether he won a fight against the pound-for-pound number one. Experience would have changed everything. Maybe a little bit more work rate, but it was a fight that we believe we could have edged. Respect to Terence Crawford, he's a great champion. It's nothing against him, but I was just disappointed that especially one of the judges gave Crawford the last 4 rounds. The other 2 judges gave Crawford 3 of the last 4 rounds. And thought it could have been different. But over to you guys for questions for Vadim and Israel.
Vadim, can you ask Israel, as he just reflects real quickly, what are his immediate thoughts on what took place tonight?
Какие у тебя были первые мысли по поводу того, что случилось после боя?
В первую очередь я чувствовал себя хорошо, и я думаю, я достаточно сделал все, что хотел, и я думаю, на этом бою я не проиграл. Я достойно сделал, что это Кроуфорд, паунд-то-паунд номер 1 в мире. До меня Спенс все останавливали нокаутом. Я 12 раундов я достаточно дрался, и что я на этом весе чемпион, я доказал, наверное, я думаю, и не проиграл на этом бою. Минимум ничего было, я думаю.
I felt good. I felt proud of myself, and I think I did enough. Like Eddie said, you know, Spence is really good. He's pound for pound best. He's one of the best in the world. He's not an easy fight. You know, he knocked out the last 10 opponents he fought, Spence and others. You know, the best in the world. I didn't feel like it was my toughest fight. You know, there were some questions about how easy I won my world championship belt in my previous fight, and I think in this fight I just proved why I was easy then, and why I'm a champion, and why I deserve to be a champion. I felt good. I feel good right now. You know, I don't have any doubt about myself.
Do you think is there a way, even though it's the moment after the fight and you lost, I know he's upset about that, I'm sure, but to take a second and reflect, and like Eddie said, just basically went straight up with the pound-for-pound number 1 guy boxing, that you can find a positive in that performance?
Find a positive?
Like fighting because he went so close with the guy that most people have number 1.
Какие ты можешь взять позитивные моменты от этого боя? Ты был очень близок в бою с одним из лучших.
Я весь раунд контролирую, я думаю, и вот это в моменте для меня это вообще понравился. Как-то я не думал, я контролирую такого боксера, вообще не думал. А так все сделал и в ринге, я думаю. И
что ты взял от этого боя?
Ну, для меня это большой опыт для будущей карьеры.
Dan, first of all, I really honestly can say that I was controlling the fight. I didn't feel like I was in danger or I was not seeing what was happening, or there was really moments that I was losing or not controlling the fight. But what I gained is a lot of experience. I fought the best, and I proved to myself that I can do what I did to him. Then I can do that with others.
It was a very absorbing, very close chess match. Do you look back? And when you look back, do you think you might have been too patient in the fight?
Как ты считаешь, ты очень был сдержанный? Может быть, чуть-чуть больше сдержанный, чем надо было? Не торопился, может, надо было больше добавлять, еще.
Что случилось? Это Бог дал такой случай, поэтому не хочу это изменить, я что-то сделал. Ну, я все умею, я в ринге сделал, и для меня это достаточно.
Everything that happened for a reason. This is the way God wanted it. Then I could have been less, I could have been more, but to be honest with you, I did everything as we planned.
Quick question: it seemed like all week you were preparing yourselves and us for the potential of a very close fight on the scorecards. So I'd like you to respond to that, but also I'd like Israel to reflect on the moment tonight. Anything that he can reflect on in terms of the walk out to the ring up to right before the scorecards were read.
Какие у тебя были мысли? Такое было впечатление, что мы ожидали какого-то неправильного решения, может быть, или что будет близкий бой. Ожидал ли ты, что будет близкий бой? Какие у тебя были мысли перед боем, после боя?
Знаешь, на этом бою я не волновался. До этого боя я всегда чувствовал так напряженный или что-то. Ну, на этом бою я 100% готов был, и моральный тоже готов был. Никакой волнения не был. И доказал так, и надо, как готовился.
I felt so good. I felt so good before the fight. I didn't have too much. I've had a lot more worry in previous fights, to be honest with you. We had a really good camp, and mentally I was very confident. I felt really good before the fight. I felt great after the fight, throughout the fight. In previous fights, sometimes I've had moments where I doubted or I got tired. I had no problems here. And as far as the fight being close, I mean, yeah, we didn't expect that he was going to blow him out. We expected that it was going to be close. But again, what happened is what we expected. We didn't think that Crawford was going to blow Israel out either, because we know what Israel can do. We know what he does in sparring. He sparred some guys very similar to Crawford, and we knew that Israel's style is not easy for Crawford. And any boxer who's pound for pound, best in the world, one day he meets a fighter and he's not as comfortable, and I think this was one of those fights. Maybe Crawford deserves the win, maybe it's Israel, but right now it's not even important, because Israel proved something tonight, and right now it's about going for another title. Whoever is available, whoever is going to want to fight him, going after another title. He's only had 11, 12 professional fights. And Crawford, he's probably going to go and try to unify this division, and they might meet again. And Israel's only going to get better.
And
he's still young.
How does he rate his power and his skills as a 140-pounder, given that he just moved up in weight?
154. Как ты можешь оценить свою силу и свои skills в этом весе? Силу и
да, я натуральный на этом весе уже сколько давно боксирую, и комфортно чувствую на этом весе. У меня есть удар, техника, еще техника, необычная для любого боксера, я думаю. И сегодня это показал.
I feel very good at 154. I fought 154 a long time. I think I have the skills and the power to remain in this weight and to dominate.
No anything surprise you, though?
No. I studied him, and plus his team, Joel Diaz and them. man, they've been building champions for the last 20-something years. So I knew what type of fight he was going to come with.
How do you prepare for the herky-jerkiness, the feints, the changes in tempo?
Just, I mean, after being in the game for with 40 fights and shitload of amateur fights, you didn't see it all. So, I mean, he did what he had to do.
Momac, quick question. Last 4 years, Terence has been able to fight once a year and look really good. But now he's 36. Do you think that played a factor finally, or was it just Madrimov's style?
I think it was the style. It was the style, and he had quick feet. He had a quick right hand too. So, you know, I think the rounds that he won it was just because of that right hand.
Toughest fight?
Momac, was there ever at any point, because some people had it a lot closer, you know, through the fight, even though it turned out to be obviously 7-5 on the two cards. Did you in the corner at all feel like Terence was behind and you had to push him to?
No, I never thought he was behind. I knew the last 3 rounds. I know I had to, you know, all the instruction was out the window. It was like, come on, man, we got to work a little harder. We got to grind a little harder. So, I wanted to. I knew he had won some rounds, but I wanted him to put a stamp on it, so we wouldn't have no doubt.
What was the game plan? Just going? Was it
Just boxing, hoping he'll run into something. And you know, he ran into a few good shots, but he got a chin on him. And yeah, he's tough as shit.
You said Terence showed his chin too, because he took a good shot.
Yeah, he said the dude was strong, but he wasn't strong like knockout power. Just physically strong.
And in terms of fighting at 154, facing an opponent that could take Terence's power for 12 rounds, do you see yourself staying at 154 for a while? Because there's been talk of him pretty much immediately moving on.
Well, we'll see, man. We'll just go back to the gym in a couple weeks and try to figure it out. You know.
I think Turkey said that he wanted the Canelo fight after this Crawford. I mean, is that next or?
I don't know, man. I don't know. They'll talk to the lawyers and find out what's going on.
As a coach and accomplishment, you know, Terence became a 4-division champion from lightweight to super middleweight. How does that feel like as a coach?
Oh man, I'm gonna have a few drinks and probably soak it all in.
Well, do you think there's anything that Bud could have done better, or anything that he didn't do that you would have liked to see during the
I wish he moved his head a little bit more in the southpaw stand. You know, he didn't have to get hit with those right hands and shit. Even though it didn't hurt, I told him in the corner. Even though that shit don't hurt, though, it still looked good to the judges. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, he got dog in him, so he picked it up towards the end. No, hell no, he wasn't frustrated at all. Hell no. You see, he just kept boxing, just keep boxing him, and then but then towards the end, I told him, you got to step to him. Yeah, you got to step to him.
Seeing how he performed tonight, where he won obviously, but he lost some rounds. He got hit, like you said, ran into some shots, had a guy with a great chin on him. That was at 154 pounds. When you look at that fight, what is in your mind if you think about the concept of him fighting Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds?
Shit, better get them legs in some shape, man, because he's gonna have to move. Get them legs in some shape. Make sure them legs are in good shape, because he's gonna have to side-to-side movement with Canelo, man. Hey. Yeah, fuck yeah. It's just, shit. Y'all know Terence is almost done, so he's trying to get the fruits of his labor.
Hold on. It's a lot of hardware there. That's right. Jury shop. Kazakhstan cuisine. He ain't good.
Hey Terence, you joined the elite crew of like Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Roberto Duran, De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, Stanton Pernell, Manny Pacquiao, all these guys who went from lightweight to super middleweight. Like, it's that small elite. Every single person's name is all-time great. You just lift that high.
Oh, I feel great. It was one of those missions that we was on, and we wasn't gonna let nobody or nothing take it away from us.
Chad, you've moved up multiple times. How does this time, moving up to 154, compare to the other times you've moved up, 147, 140?
I felt great. It was no different from 147, to be honest. Israel just was a strong opponent, and we knew that coming in the gate.
Was Madrimov a harder puncher than Spence, you would say?
I don't know. They have their moments. You know, both of them is very strong, but Madrimov was strong. He was strong.
How unusual was the movements, the constant feinting Madrimov did?
It wasn't like disrupting me or anything. It was his patience. He was just patient. He was just waiting. He'll feint, and just keep feinting until he get a little closer. So he was real patient in there. He wasn't rushing in with nothing. He wasn't winging those wild winging shots like we normally seen him in the previous fights. He was very disciplined.
We're accustomed to seeing you switch between southpaw and orthodox throughout a fight, but you stuck to southpaw for most of this fight, even though you kind of kept getting with that right. Why not switch orthodox?
Well, you know, the right hand wasn't bothering me. You know, I wasn't really too much worried about the right hand. You know, he landed a couple of times at the end of the round where he was trying to steal a round. But I just was trying to counter him, but at the same time, he had a good game plan. He had a lot of feints, and I was just trying to dictate when he was going to come, and a lot of times I was wrong.
Did you feel the fight was like an offensive counter fight, like where you guys both waited and then he kind of took a step, and you kind of like raced to each other a little bit?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, like I said, he was just waiting on me. Like, he was doing a lot of movement, but at the same time, he was trying to counter me like I was trying to counter him. So it was a mixture of counter to counter.
Did you see a lot of yourself in Madrimov?
No, I won't say all that because I was touching him up with the jab. I think my jab was beating him up all through the fight, but you know, he landed a couple of right hands that was telling for the judges to go ooh, or the fans, but it wasn't nothing that I ain't never seen before.
Was there anything that surprised you about him?
Hmm?
Was there anything that surprised you about Madrimov's movement or anything?
No, we knew he had good movement. We knew he had good head movement. We knew he was strong. We knew he was durable. You know, if I was to say anything that surprised me, it's his patience. You know, he was real patient in there.
For someone with 10 fights, Terence, did that surprise you at all? And
No.
How does he compare to your other top opponents that you faced?
I won't say that he surprised me with 10 fights because you got to understand he got over 300 and something amateur fights. So he know how to fight. He know how to move around in the ring. He knows how to capitalize on people's mistakes. He's been around the game for a minute now. Just because he got 10 fights, that don't mean nothing. Look at Lomachenko and all these other fighters that's getting title shots with 15 fights, 2 fights, and stuff like that because they're on the fast track because of their amateur pedigree.
But what did you, sorry about that, but what did you think about the Eddie's reaction to the scorecards? I don't know if you heard him on your way out of the ring, but he tried to make it seem like there was some sort of robbery or that the scorecards were wider than they should have been.
Man, you gotta understand that's his fighter. You know, he's gonna say anything that he can to hype it up. You know, he knows that guy lost, and so do his team, and so do he.
Terence, can you talk to us about the sense of occasion tonight? About it was an incredible event to be at. You really soaked up the atmosphere on your walk-in. You had the biggest smile on your face. It was an incredible event to witness for us in the media, for the fans. Can you talk to us about how it made you feel?
Oh, it made me feel great to see all the stars, all the people that came out to support Terence Crawford and Madrimov. You know, I understand that it was a lot of talented people on the undercard, but all in all, they came to see Terence Crawford. You know, when you look at the stands and the people, when they start filling up the seats, is when Terence Crawford was getting ready to fight.
Well, was this your toughest fight, do you think? I mean, you won the fight, but
Nah.
I'm trying to think what was tougher. What was the tougher fight?
I wouldn't say it was my toughest fight. You know, I think Mean Machine was a tougher fight than that. I think Gamboa was a tougher fight than that. I think Benavidez was a tougher fight than that. You know, I might have got the knockout, but those was tough fights in their own right.
But for years we heard...
Oh,
from
my bad.
Oh, sorry.
Shout out to Turkey. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I hope you had a good birthday. You know, I appreciate you for coming to America and putting on for the United States. I hope you have a great birthday.
So for years we heard from segments of the boxing public, you were on the wrong side of the street, you couldn't fight certain people because of promotional divides. Turkey delivered not just a fight for you, but an event. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, you know, it's politics. Politics was blocking me out. A lot of the media was blocking me out because I wouldn't talk to them because they was switching up the narrative, or they was wanting to be loyal to a certain promotional company, you know, and it didn't make it no better that I didn't care, you know. So we here now. Everything happened for a reason. The cream always rise to the top, you know, and if you look around, I'm the last man standing, and I was the one that they was talking so bad about.
Do you feel like you got your revenge on all the people that was talking mad about you all these years?
Shit, look at me. You know, look at me right here and look at a lot of them in the same room that was talking so negative about me. They want to get interviews. They want to sit up and shake my hand and be friends. And, you know, at the end of the day, they want to say it's just business. It's just business. I don't hold a grudge against them or anything. I just say, hey, it is what it is. Everything happened for a reason. And for that reason being, I'm still at the top, and I'm still, you know, undefeated. I'm still a 4-weight world champion, a 2-time undisputed champion, 2-time ESPY award winner, you know, fighter of the year. Like, what more can you ask for Terence Crawford? I don't know. We'll see.
All right, thanks, guys. We're gonna wrap this.
The gloves? No, not really. My coach had addressed some things that he didn't like about Israel's gloves that he didn't like about it. He brought it to the team attention, and of course, you know, we're going to back our coach, and they stood on their ground and said, hey, either you can wear the same gloves or, you know what I mean, or not. So we chose to use the same gloves. So it didn't matter.
I asked Coach the same question, but I want your reaction. Is an Earl Spence rematch on the table still, or?
Nah.
All right, we're gonna wrap this. I'm
trying to tell you. Hey, hold on, everybody. Hey, hold on, everybody. Hold on. Everybody, hold on. I want to bring the team up, man. This was a great win, and everybody on this team played their part. Come on, team. Come on, Red. Come on, Steve. Come on, y'all.
Good job, Coach. Great job, champ. Omaha's on. Northside, stand up. Come on, y'all. Come on. Huh? Come on. Y'all better love him right here.
Where you going?
Pound for pound. You better love him right here. You better love him right here.
Team Omaha. Yeah, yes.
You better love him right here.
Everybody played a significant part with these 2 wins. Y'all didn't say nothing to Steve Nelson.
That's right.
Yeah, say something to Steve Nelson. That's so cool. So cool. Yeah.
Right there.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Los Angeles, California. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.
It's a very good point. I mean, entertainment and sports today.